Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ellison Cruz, and I'm pleased to welcome you back to the amazing, post-pounding, heart-throbbing, prodigal continuation of Poochy and Yoshi's Woolly World, where it appears as though our intrepid puppy is yet to be found anywhere in this vicinity, but that's okay because we will actually be making our ascent back into the sky of fanciful fluff and feathers. And for the conclusion of this world, I would have to say that this actually contains some of the most interesting and really fun levels that there are to be found in this entire game. This one, not so much because, well, we got to deal with clouds and not a big fan of that, but I think we'll be fine. So as you can see, these things are going to be all over the place considering how low on air we are, and when you decide to delve into them, you sink a little bit, and it kind of works similarly to the way that the fabric that we were climbing on a couple levels ago. It's more or less the same thing in the sense that if you've got some enemies, such as these very cool looking goonies come after you, there's not a whole lot you can do to defend yourself. So I would be very careful and destroy just all goonies that decide to enter your pathway. And much like in other games, you step on them and they'll eventually make their further ascent. Doesn't really make much sense, but we'll just eat them. That way they can't find a more treacherous way to die later on. They can just be turned into yarn and help us on our journey, which is just to rescue our friends. It's just one that's really simple. Also, oh, little Goonie runners. How's it going, guys? You're dead now. So yes, rainbows will appear at will, and it's not really that difficult. In fact, this level is actually really easy, but it's just when you get conked on the side of the head by one of these guys, that's where it gets a little annoying. So, and this is where that begins to become a detail of our lives here. It's concussion by way of falling Shy Guys. I don't even know what the hell they're doing here, but that's okay. They can just fall to their death. Oh, sweet. And double rainbows everywhere. Literally everywhere. Eventually they do get destroyed, but then they appear later on. It's like hooray for torrential downpours of colossal misfortune beneath us for all of these rainbows to continually appear like that. In this room, I don't like this room. Let's go ahead and grab the soul sticker and miss the flower. And miss again. Okay, am I really gonna have to go over there? Please, just, wow, okay, apparently I'm really bad at this. I'm actually playing on the 3DS screen, whereas before, I would typically play on the screen, but now it's a little bit farther away, so I'm just like, yeah, I'll just sit here and play it this way. It's a little easier, but I might have to switch back if my detail's gonna be all screwed up. I keep saying detail, and I have no idea why, but that's okay. Kill more Goonies. They will not do us any good. You. Okay, so before we move on, let's not forget this. I tried recording this yesterday after the last part, and I was like, you know what? Not only am I tired and my throat is sore, but I'm also forgetting minute secrets everywhere. It's not fun, but let's go and be careful here. Ooh, and let's grab this. Okay, it looks like they don't respawn. All right, that kind of worried me for a sec. And now we're gonna have to make our way up here. This one's also kind of a tricky one. If you mess up on the timing, then you are pretty much gonna be SOL. So let's bring yarn to that and collect as many of these as possible. You have to get every single one, and if you miss it, then you will not be able to collect the flower, but I think we just barely got that. Okay, I believe over here we've got some hearts, and even though we don't need them, we must save them from the rabid Goonies that are just mutilating each other. Those guys can kind of go join the fray. Alright, so we've got another transformation room, but before you go, obviously you want to get this cloud within the clouds, amongst the clouds, and we'll enter one of my favorite transformation sequences in the entire game. It's actually really fun, and is a step up from anything we've seen before, because hatching from an egg is an airplane Yoshi. Don't ask me how that makes sense, because it literally doesn't. Also, apparently that word is copyrighted because we're now Sky Pop Yoshi. And if I didn't suck at this, then, well, it would be pretty easy. But this is actually one of the more difficult sections of the entire spectrum of transformation sequences. It's weird. So kill as many things as you can. There are 5 stickers we need to find here, and if you're good, you can get them on a single one, but the timing is rough, and I still am not 100% sure where they all are. I know there's one over here, so don't forget this question mark. And we'll go, oh, maybe there was 2 in there. I have no idea. I just know that there's 5. That's all we need to worry ourselves with, so kill everything and you will get your rewards, because the last one is actually in a group of Gusties. Sweet. I just love how it just shoots through everything. It's very satisfying. So kill all of them and find it. Beautiful. We're good. Whew, we barely made that. Oh my god. So that definitely didn't take 2 or 3 times. Just ignore the slight change in edits there, I guess. But let's go over here. Let's go collect the rest of this stuff, and we'll be able to continue on our merry way. Again, this level is very simple, but it's just things you can miss somewhat easily. So this gives us a couple more of those. Beautiful. And let's go jump on up. What is up? Oh, more rainbows. Okay. Now at the top of this, I need to remember to jump off to the left here, because there's actually things that you can also miss. It would be silly to do. But man, yeah, this level is actually a lot shorter than I remember it being. Huh. Alright, that's cool. Over here we've got more of these runners. I have no idea what they're running from or what they're running to, but we get ourselves our own rainbow that we have concocted from the clouds, I guess. And this one I think is very simple. So we have this rotating circular eye of the hurricane sort of scenario developing right in front of our very eyes. And was there anything in this? Oh, it just made that appear, that's right. And there was nothing else, just the last flower. Anything. It does not look like it, alright. Just kind of wanted to double make sure, because I can't have faith in myself for being correct. And was that? Oh, that's the rainbow sound, okay. I was wondering what that noise was. Alright, we're near the end. Let's grab this and hope that we collected everything. It's a short level and I could easily re-record it, but I don't want to do it. Just one. I think we're good. We should be fine. As long as we can stop falling through rainbows. They're made of yarn. And the last sticker stamp that I keep changing names on. Beautiful. We are done. Fanciful Fluff and Feathers, you are no more. Because we are out of here, and I missed the flower. That's okay. Did we even get the special Poochy level unlocked for this yet? I don't think we have. We might get it soon, but I'm not 100% sure. The castle isn't really that long, so if we do manage to unlock it, I think it's a mandatory unlock, then we might actually have time to do it at the end of all of this. But with all of the yarn skeins that we have collected from the skies, we have created none other than the beautiful, wonderful Cotton Candy Yoshi. Okay. I thought it would been Rainbow Yoshi, but apparently not. There's no gay pride here for Yoshi. He doesn't care. He's ambivalent. But in this castle filled with pins and, I guess, panzers, we will go enter as our sweet cottony self and enter the Insincere castle of Miss Cluck. An enemy that we have not yet been introduced to, but is easily one of my most favorite fights in the entire game. As far as bosses go, I like it a lot. It's somewhat challenging, the music is great, and she's not a total pushover, so I'm looking forward to it. And losing, pretty sadly. But as we start, the music is just, it is very ill-fitting for this. And also we've got the introduction of Woolet Wills? No, they're Woolet Bills, and they basically serve the same, same purpose as the eggs that we saw earlier, shooting out clouds, but this time, well, they're on the back of these Woolet Bills. And you will come to hate these guys very soon, as you guys will see in the next level, but if you kill them, you actually stop their trajectory, so it's kind of an interesting little concept building off of what we saw before. But for the most part, it's not super imperative since they're very slow moving. It's just the next level is a pain. I kind of hate it. Alright, so let's go up here and collect everything that we can. Quick! All of the gems, all of the stickers, or stamps, I mean. So we have all of these drop-scared shy guys trying to kill us. Just being hoisted up by balloons. Wonderful. So get out of here. Let's go and be on our way. Like I said, it's not a very long dungeon, but we are introduced to the chick variety of those damn Goonies. Look at them. It's the exact same enemy, just slightly slower, I think. So let's go and grab all of these. And I like how there's a little shy guy just right in the foreground there. Oh, and there's 3 of you now. Hi, sorry, didn't mean to kill your leader. Actually, it was somewhat intentional, but that's okay. More hearts. Yes, I want them all as we're introduced to Miss Cluck herself. This thing is creepy, mostly because it looks like it's half of a giant egg with a face painted on it. Poorly, more like drawn on with a crayon, but that's okay. You step on it 3 times and it's destroyed, only to reveal that there's 3 of these chickadees there. It's wonderful. Also, you will miss and give me, oh wow, more of those. It's definitely necessary to have this many hearts. Alright, so we go over here, follow the gems for you will be chased down by all of these guys. They're really slow and pretty clumsy. You don't have to worry about it because they're also not very smart. They will go to whatever peril you lead them to, so use that to your advantage as we collect our lovely brown Skine. He's a good friend. And you can just go away. If you use an egg, you can also destroy them instantly as well. So keep that in mind. Go over here. And a ground pound would do it too, but I've had some pretty bad experiences where when the little chicks bust out of the half egg, it'll come and ricochet and hit you. I have no idea why that happens. It's kind of annoying. Anyways, in the foreground, we have 9 of them just chilling there, and you might not notice it, but you ground pound here, and you can actually fall under, thank you, and collect the flower. It's not very difficult to see, especially if you're in 3D, so it's good. It's very good. Alright, now this is where it gets tricky. When we have the sponges, you want to be especially on the by because you won't be able to reach these otherwise unless you did a really good flutter jump or used your eggs / yarn balls, I guess. And we're good. Same thing over here. You want to actually get up to that platform where she's just hanging out and jump through the ceiling. I'm gonna be very careful with how we do this. Gonna do this. Hopefully it doesn't ricochet back and hit me. Thank you. Had a couple times where that happened, and it's really unfortunate because there's no way you can regenerate the sponge. It's gone forever. So we're good here, and let's just go ahead and trick this one into her utmost demise. How's it going? I hope you guys have been having a fantastic week so far. My voice is starting to get a little bit worse for wear since yesterday when I recorded the last part, but I apologize for that. I might need to record something else later on today, but I'm not sure if there's going to be a whole lot of time for doing that. Considering it's almost the end of the week, we still have a couple of things to unpack, and I think my mom is randomly coming down to Seattle for whatever reason, so kind of clean up and prepare for her. Okay, can you actually let me go up here? Thank you. I was just gonna say. Alright, we're good. I don't think those are anything. I think those are just red herrings. They want us to get rid of this last, this last clucker, and yeah, it's nothing. Alright, we got one more room to go, so essentially this is only a 3-room fortress. It feels significantly shorter than the last one. Big Montgomery, but we do have to follow Will It Will. Will It Will, why do I keep saying that? Why does that feel so much better to say? Will It William. And we'll be on our way. This is kind of the tricky part. If you do manage to kill the bullet bill, then you might be slightly SOL. They do respawn, but maybe not in time for you to save yourself, so. This one actually isn't that bad either. It's just funny that the pit is technically considered the bottom of the screen, so be a little bit careful as we make our ascent, and we will be, welcomed by another one of these Miss Cluckas. Don't mind me. And we'll collect that, our final yarn Skine, and wait for the second last train to, or last Will It Will to Clarksville. I don't know. How's it going, dude? Thank you for letting me grab the last stamp. It's exactly what I needed. And here we have our obligatory heart stash, just in case you've taken like 30 hearts of damage. Here we go. The fight against Miss Cluck. And like I've said, I'm into this fight. I like it a lot. Kamek, why are you always here waiting for me? I have a feeling I need to put a restraining order on you. But anyways, Miss Cluck, get over here. Oh boy. Ooh. Watch where you're going. It's like, well, sorry, if you could have drawn better eyes on these things, I think I'd be able to see you. That's okay, because, well... Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the enlarged, pregnant, Miss Cluck, who will proceed to give very painful pregnancies by way of spiky balls here, but what you have to do is undo her trousers, get her to fall, and drop her baby, ground pound on its head, and you're good. Now you're gonna be careful, if you give him too much time, he'll start running around, and it's kind of annoying, but now Miss Cluck is angry. She's wearing green. She's very disappointed you made her wear a very uncreative color. But we have to run from her, and then we're good. Alright. Now this time, it's actually made of corduroy, polyester, highly redefined, made in Turkey sorts of materials. And she's actually, she has two ways to hit you. You either duck or jump over her, and it's pretty simple. But now we have to eat her twice here. It's definitely a reinforced material she's using here, so thank you. And with that, we'll try it again. Round number 2. Oh, this music. Alright, now for the final phase. She is actually significantly faster and tougher too, because those just kind of drop out of midair. Oof, okay, that was actually really close. Yo, Miss Cluck, listen, I know you have a thing against colorful dinosaurs who believe in equal rights for people of different agendas or orientations. I don't know how you want to go about saying it, but listen, we can live in this way, right? You don't have to be so angry. That always looks like it's gonna hit you. Oh, and here she goes. Other part. Alright. But now we should be alright. She usually, wow, okay, my up is not registering at all. I think my D-pad is starting to get screwed over. Just out of sheer use over the years. This dang first generation 3DS I've been using for everything. Alright, here we go. There. So with that, Miss Cluck is no more, and her baby child has been given to adoption. Or I guess, Child Protective Services. It's not the way a mother should treat her chick. Man, that's like such a fun fight. The first time I played that, I had actual joy and entertainment, whereas like the big Montgomery fights are just kind of boring and simple, and they're just rehashes. And we also get a really cool power badge, which actually lets us use our tongue to collect collectibles. It seems like something that should have been integrated into the gameplay itself, but guess you gotta pay for it, as we use the carcass of the dead mother to create Miss Cluck, the Yoshi. It's a very strange world we live in, folks. Don't know what to tell you. But that concludes World 3, as our special level is unlocked, and World 4 is made available to us. You know, I'm actually kind of surprised that Cammy didn't actually use the giant Woolet Bill that was just sitting in the next level waiting for him to terrorize us, because it is his last ride, and this is easily the most difficult level we've had to date. Even though it is completely an auto-scroller, collecting everything in a single go, let alone without getting hit, is one that I think is gonna give me a little bit of trouble. But I practiced this, I know where everything is, we should be fine. I'm not particularly worried. But we start off here, it's kind of a nice slow start. We've also got constellations in the sky, it's wonderful. And this Woolet Bill will be with you until the very end. If you kill him, it's over. You have to restart from the beginning. No checkpoints and nothing to save yourself. The scrolling still goes, and you need him to make the final stretch, more or less most of the stretches. On top of that, you have Bubbles who spawn these damn Montgomerys. I hate it. So we're gonna go a little bit carefully here. First flower is right there. And just collect everything you can and be as far ahead of the game as possible. You're definitely, a sight read of this is messy. I died probably 5 times or so on this, just completing it the first time. Because, as you can tell, everything is starting to speed up, and things are just in crazy places. Also, I think I hit the Goomba, or the Shy Guy. There's one that was floating there. He actually makes it really easy to stay up on your egg count, because if you don't, you're gonna be screwed. Okay, no. Okay, thank you, Sky. Now grab this. This is your only source of hearts, and you need all of them in order to get the full 20. So keep in mind. Okay. This isn't much of a reprieve as much as it is the calm before the storm, because now we've got them running towards us and other Woolet Bills coming in to join in the final ride. Grab everything you can. That was such a lucky yarn throw. Okay, get away. This is gonna suck. I hate this. I hate this. Get away. And also the clouds. I forgot about the clouds. Okay, hit them. Make sure. Okay. Make sure they don't get in your way. There's one more, and this is actually a really annoying flower to get. I forgot, because we have to do that. There we go. Jump, 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 Yoshi. Fuck me. Get out of here. Okay, okay, we're almost there. We're so close. Okay, you just leave me alone. We're good on eggs. Now this thing, you have to actually jump on it, but not too far, because there's a spear guy, and then jump off and collect the final things on it. Oh my god. I can't believe we did that. That is incredible. I was not expecting to do that on my first go. I was expecting to do a failure montage a la Super Mario Galaxy 2. My god, I should not have been able to do that, but I mean, with 20 plus tries of practice, plus the hidden cloud power badge, I think it was more than doable as we unlock GameCube Yoshi. Oh, it's so underrated. I really want to do some GameCube games on the channel, so maybe that'll be something that comes up in the future. I don't know. It seems like it's been a while, but I say we take a quick look at Poochy's hut here. I'm not sure who in the world uses the word hut in their average everyday lives vocabulary, but in the last part, I guess we did unlock Stitchy Scramble, because I noticed we also had the flower power up too, or the gold ring or whatever. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I was thinking we could probably off screen go ahead and do those levels normally, and get the little bead prizes for that. It wouldn't be too difficult. And we'll continue on over here. It's actually not that bad, although the latitude does make it a little hard to see into the future since he's so much closer to you. And in the normal version of these, all of the beads are placed there already, so you can kind of see half a screen further and deduce what you're about to do next, whereas here, I mean, as long as you know it, it's not really that bad. But we'll make sure to collect as many of these as possible. Jump on you, the Ruin Booin. I don't remember what you're called, but it must be a really depressing existence. Ooh, and this one is tricky. Okay, we got it. There's another one similar to that as we inch our way out. This is the one that's tough. All right, on the fast Woolet Bill. Here we go. Ready? Aim for the balloon. Okay, okay, we did it. That's fine. I missed like 3 earlier, but we're done here. The final Pooch is actually being held ransom against these spear guys. So we saved them and we're done. It's very easy. Oh, they're so happy. Now I'm gonna go sell them into the child trafficking system for all of the gold. Yeah, Poochy's a megalomaniac. That's the thing that Nintendo doesn't want you to know. Selling off her kids just to, you know, make ends meet. Alright, so we've cleared the course. The mission has been added. So the mission is what I will be doing off screen since it's essentially the same exact thing. Although there are some prerequisites to do in each of these levels. They're things you would be doing collecting all of the beads anyway. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much for watching. I can't believe it's already been almost, what is that, 25 minutes? I guess I had to take some off for the airplane failures. But next time on Poochy and Yoshi's Wonderful World of Wool, as people start doing construction outside, we'll be monkeying around with some ukikis in the jungle and dealing with levels that seem a little less extravagant than you might think first time playing through them. Hope to see you guys then.